Good morning, everybody. It has been a hot minute since I have been in my craft room and thought that I would come down and show you the beautiful swap cards that our team did with the new catalog. And I was waiting on one card, and I finally decided I needed to just go ahead and get this finished. Now, I tried to look at the cards ahead to show where the main, like the stamp set and paper stuff, where that is in the catalog. So I have these marked, and I'm going to try to show you as we go along, and we'll see how that works. Okay. The first two cards that I have, this is the card that I made, and it is a tuck and fold card. And this design template came from Susan Campfield. I just love her work. And I used the Fern and Flora suite for my card. And this just, it has this little flap here, and this just pulls open, and then you have a little embossed design area here, and this little box pops up, so you get like 3 levels of your design. And I did change the measurements just a little bit so that I could maximize my paper. So I did change hers just a little bit. And then this tucks under here to close. So that's my card. That was the card that I made. And this is in the book. It is right over here. This is the Fern and Flora. And I wasn't sure that I was going to get this set, but it was an add-on for our onstage event in Long Beach. And I decided I would go ahead and do it. Well, I was glad I did, because the paper is beautiful and the cards are really pretty. And the dies, it comes with this designer paper, the stamp set, the die set, and then it has its own fern embossing folder. And I love the jewels. I think this is Old Olive clear, and then I think that's Secret Sea. So I love this. And I had a second card, and this one was from Mary Alice Bowers, and she used the designer paper and the embossing folder and stamped with the Peaceful Pine new hybrid ink pad that has the magnets. And I'll just show you that real quick in case you haven't seen them yet. My green one is upstairs, but they're magnetized, so they open very easily, close very easily, and I usually just fold my lid underneath like that when I'm going to use it. And one little tip when you're using this ink is to tap and then kind of squish, wiggle it around a little bit, and then stamp it and then tap it again. And that should give you a good coverage on this type of felt ink pad. So that was the Hydrangea Hue, very popular color. I think the ink pads are back in, but I did forget to check when I went live. So those are the first two cards with this Moonlight Flora. The next one is my friend Kathy. She is the Backyard Stamper. Please go check her out on YouTube. And I believe she's also on Facebook, so you can go check out her page. And she used the Garden Gatherings bundle. And she just stamped the flowers with the different colors of ink and cut them out with the dies. And then she also used the exposed brick, I believe, embossing folder, which I believe is now retired. But that's a very cute card. She's the Backyard Stamper on YouTube and on Facebook, so go check her out for me. We're both trying to build our channels, and we would appreciate it if you would give us a thumbs up and comment on the post. That helps Facebook and YouTube know that you are interested in the content, and I would be very thankful. Now, I had, I think, a couple of cards. I accidentally dropped, here, I'm going to switch gears a minute. I accidentally dropped my pile. I set it on the cabinet, and it was kind of tilted, and it fell off. But this is the Valley in Bloom Suite collection from Vicki Burdick. She is an amazing stamper. I am so excited when I get cards from her. Now, she also used, this is the new, every year they have, Stampin' Up! Divides their inks into groups, or colors. And they have regals and subtles and, let's see, regals, subtles. Let me see if I can find it in the book. Yeah, regals, subtles, brights, neutrals, and then you have the in colors, which every year they come up with 5 colors, and those last for 2 years. And then the next year they come up with 5 more colors, and those last for 2 years. And so each year there is a set retiring, but you're getting 5 new colors. And I really hate it when I get a color in that in color group that I really like and I don't want to retire. And one of them was not Shy Shamrock. It was Summer Splash. That color is so pretty, and we've been doing a lot of ink blending, and that color has been in, I think, every one of our groups of colors. And so I did get a new ink pad because you can't get the refill anymore, and I couldn't find my refill, so I went ahead and got that. Anyway, Vicki used this. This is the pattern. Every year sorry, where I was going with this. They have let me start again. They divide their colors into groups, subtles, brights, etc. And they come up with just a generic designer paper. It has 4 designs, and they do it for each color group. So there's a set of these for regals, a set for brights, etc. They all look the same except for their color family. So she has used the hydrangea hue out of this Painted Patterns designer paper. And they have switched this now. It used to be always 6 by 6, but this is the first year they're doing 12 by 12. So that was interesting. And I'm going to pull in another card real quick. This was by my friend Jamie Addick, and she also used that same paper. And we were wondering, how if it would be hard to use those big dots because they seem very big. But look how cute this card is. She made it work beautifully. Okay, I'm going to go back to this one because she used the stamp and dies out of this Valley in Bloom suite instead of using their, color palette, which was Lemon Lime Twist, Granny Apple Green, Garden Green, Pretty Peacock, Coastal Cabana, and Blackberry Bliss in their paper palette. She used her own, and I think this is beautiful. And hers is a fun fold. So it opens like this. Very, very nice. Thank you, Vicki. Okay, now we're going to move over here to the Velvet Meadow suite, and this card by Tracy Dashin, and see, she used that green dotted to decorate her envelope. But this is the, she used the paper from the kit, or from the suite, and I was trying to see if she also used the stamp set. I don't think that's the same stamp set, and I don't have put my glasses on here. I think she did give me the recipe. Let me look. Stamp set with scalloped blooms. And we have quite a few people, I think, who use stuff from scalloped blooms, which is over here. And this, I think this was a mega suite. I think it had 2 sets. Yeah, scalloped blooms is what she used for her greeting. Very cute. I really like that. And then I like the way she put the pop-up pink inside. Very nice. And then here's another one using this same that I tried to show you earlier. Another one using this same suite of products. She used the Boutique Blossoms stamps and dies, and she also used this is some of the dies, the little blossom bloom or the greenery here, and then she also used scalloped blooms, the scalloped blooms dies, which do the scalloped stitched shapes. That's very pretty. And then her designer or her cardstock was embossed with the Paradise Garden design, embossing folder, which was in the March online exclusive. And then this next set that we're going to look at is from the May online exclusives. This was the Silly Old Bear suite, and this card was by Anne Forrestal. Very cute. The birthday greeting is from Beautiful Butterflies. Very cute. And we don't use 100%. It has to be, you know, in this catalog products. It can be something that you have from a previous, or it might be some retired ribbon or jewels or something, and we are just fine with that. And this adorable card is from Kathy Anderson, and this is also using this Silly Old Bear collection. And it opens, how does it open? I know it's a fun fold. Oh, like this. Very, very unique. She put her pop-up designer paper in there. That's a very, very pretty Kathy. And let's see, anything else I need. This is the 100 Acre Woods embossing folder, which I have not used that embossing folder yet. She also used Phrases and Frames. That is in this catalog. And then the Sweet Old Friends, which is from the May online exclusives. And I also have, this card was not a part of the suite, but I did make a card. I mean, it was not part of the swap, but I did a card with this. And I have a new great-grandson, Rowan, And so I made this little card for him. I've got to get it in the mail. Welcome, little one. That's from the storybook Friends, the greeting is. But and I popped all of my little Pooh and Piglet. I popped those all up. And this is using the paper from the suite. And then I also use a little blending up here just to make it look like the sky. And I fussy cut some of the pottery, the honey cups or honey pots out of the designer paper. And I thought that turned out really cute. And then we're going to switch gears to, I thought this was, this is, trying to find the other one. Oh, this one. This is an adorable card. And this uses the Relax, I think it's called Relax and Enjoy, Splash and Relax. Splash and Relax from that same May online exclusive brochure. You can see if they had it. Yeah, they do have an example. Splash and Relax. I did get that, but I have not had a chance to play with it yet. But this is adorable, and she made it just a little flap card. And these are, I don't remember which dies they are, but they are current. And then it fun fold. And this is the Beautiful and Ordinary, I believe it's called, designer paper. I love it. Or Ordinary Life, something like that, because it is so bright and cheerful. I'll show it to you real quick. Here. Extraordinary Life. Beautiful Ordinary Life. And the paper, I love how bright and cheerful that paper is. And this, I believe, also has a kit, scrapbook kit that you can get to do. And if you have kids, I think that would be an amazing kit to scrapbook, you know, your kids for the summer. So I love that paper, and that is an adorable card. And that is by Lisa Carlo. Very nice, Lisa. And then we have the Balloon Festoon. That is a brand new stamp set in the new catalog, which I forgot to mark this one. Balloon Festoon. Here it is. I knew it was down at the bottom of the catalog. Balloon Festoon. These balloons are huge. I love it. What a great birthday card. And this is by my friend Stephanie Alton. She helps run a lot of our swaps, and if she can't, sometimes I do. This is adorable. And this is the paper, by the way, is over here with that Bloom Boutique. I just noticed. Bloom Boutique is this paper that she used. And this paper has little gold flecks in it. I don't know if you can see that. And then I have two more cards. And this card was from Gigi Cohen. And this also was a new stamp set in the new catalog. That's called Caring Animals, and it's on page 4. And she also used the same paper, same Bloom Boutique paper. And then that, we'll look at that stamp set, page 40. Oh, I said page 45, but I don't think it's on page 45. Oh, well, yeah, it is. Okay, if we just want to look at the stamp set, it's over here, Caring Animals. And it looks like it has a toucan, maybe, and the lion and the alligator. And she has colored that beautifully. And it opens like this. So we have kind of a barn door. I think that's what they call that. Or is that a Dutch? No, Dutch door I think is 2 doors. But that's very cute. And then last but not least is this card, All Aflutter. I believe these butterflies are from All Aflutter, which I had marked right here. I think these are those butterflies from All Aflutter. And the punch that punches them out. And then I also see some of that patterned paper that we saw with the dots. And then she has used an embossing folder. It looks like a, I didn't get a pattern, her recipe for her card with her, so I'm not sure what die set the leaves come from. I did kind of look through. At first I thought maybe that butterfly was Ferniflora, but it is not. So I'm not sure what she may have used a combination of I don't know where. Let me look at the embossing folders. Maybe I can tell by that. I do like the new index. It's pretty extensive. Embossing folders are on page 61. Let me see if I can see that embossing folder that she used. I don't see it. So I'm not sure. It may be a combination of a couple different embossing folders, because I kind of recognize this little piece, but very cute. That's from Marissa Alvarez. She is the kitchen table stamper. Go check her out on YouTube, and she's also on Facebook. I think she's live on Facebook and YouTube on Fridays at noon. And the kitchen and the backyard stamper, she is live on Thursday evenings, and she does a little scrapbook thing on Sunday mornings. So I don't have a usual day. It tends to be on Tuesdays that I usually am on, but I wanted to get these cards shown to you before I started working on something else. So just a heads up that we're having free shipping. What day does that start? I think it's the 11th through the 13th, or the 12th through the 13th. I should have printed off a brochure, but I did not. Anyway, well, thank you, everybody, and I am so glad to get back on, and please visit me over on my Facebook page, Frankly Stamping. My blog is at franklystamping.com, and of course my YouTube page here on Frankly Stamping would welcome your thumbs up and a comment. Which card interested you the most? Which card would you like to make? I will try to put these up on my blog, or at least the ones I made anyway, soon. I haven't even updated it for a few days. So thanks, everybody, and have a great day.